that what I think it is? You assholes have your own observatory? Oh, okay. I know we have a fire and an existential crisis to solve, but I am definitely breaking in there tonight. Earth to Max. You good?
Sorry. I just still can't believe it. You're really here.
Listen, if I'm gonna feel okay about being here with everything you have going on, I don't want to be weighing you down.
You're not.
Good. Then let's split up. I'll go up to the Science Palace and meet your friend while you go focus on the firefuckers.
I hate it, but you're right.
It's my curse. Go. Get some answers. I'll call you soon.
Chloe!
I'm okay, you goober. Now go.
Good luck. She must have come looking for me, and I wasn't here. She found Moses, and she... But I'm here now. And this time, I will make sure nothing happens to her. Hard to think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want her to remain alive, I need to start finding answers now. Where can I dig up more information on Abraxas? Maybe I can find someone to help me. Yasmin was so relieved to hear about Safi. I hope she remembers the "don't tell Safi I said anything" part. Yasmin was far from perfect, but damn do I miss having her in charge. Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe it would get Owen to take me seriously. When a slogan feels like a personal attack. Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning. Good morning. Okay. Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Our new president has a lot of plans for Caledon. It appears that Abraxas is standing in the way of those plans.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
I respect the need for closure. And for answers.
I swear, Max. There's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them. Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing. Learning through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising. If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad, fast. Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments? Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning. Vin's moved up in the world since his administrative assistant days. What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there? Why were you there?
There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help, the board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, SICK. But he's an ambitious leader. And he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best. Now, are you gonna take my word for it? Or are you gonna keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
If you're working today, does that mean Owen is too?
Locked in there all morning. And no, you can't talk to him. I can't even get in there, and I've got 10 urgent messages for him.
If someone wanted to learn more about Abraxas, who should they talk to?
Oh, God. Are you part of Loretta's weird crusade?
I don't mean Abraxas any harm, but I have questions, and I know better than to ask you.
Listen. Don't bother talking to anyone. The secret society has been secretive since the 90s, but it wasn't always that way. All I'm saying.
I can see you're swamped. I'll leave you to it.
Stay out of trouble, please.
I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head. But it's hard to tell with him. Can you try Bonfire?
A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student. Look for Gretchen Kostov.
The founder of the newspaper? There's gonna be a lot. Okay. Several articles written by her, a few reviews of her films, and... Huh.
The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond, I
know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back. I can't believe Vin saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name. Sorry, me again. I can see. I don't like putting Vin in an awkward position, but it's not like I have a lot of options. I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head, but it's hard to tell with him. So, what do...
That Abraxas is...
I'll be right back. Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing. I always thought Abraxas was creepy, but at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid. Maybon, that's it. But what is it? If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad, fast. Okay, try Maybon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Maybon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight. This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post-part one of my podcasts tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
I'm telling you, I only have suspicions right now. If you're gonna blow this story wide open, you need solid proof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far? I kept her safe, and she'll never know. And if she did, she'd never forgive me. Sorry. Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge. I should rewind and convince Vin to leave when Owen does. Sorry, me again. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god, make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
That should buy me enough time to search the office. Normally I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of. Nice, still logged in.
Hi, I'm Callie. President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Red Eye. The Abraxas Society was founded in 19...
Oh, that doesn't sound like Owen at all. Did he lose his key or something? Everyone keeps saying that the breaking into his own files? That weird email to Yasmin? That wasn't Owen just now. Holy shit. Safi. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something. Oh no.
Max? Are you, like, in there? President Teller's office. Sir?
Vin, I need you to go...
Is that you? Fuck it. I'm coming in. Are you, like, in there?
I need to get Vin away from the door.
Owen just said you've been trying to break into his office? I told him he's crazy. But he insisted I check, so... I really hope no one is in there listening to me right now.
Hi.
Fuck it. I'm coming in.
Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention... Hi. President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with...
Oh. Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. But I didn't see anything wrong. No Vin, no problem. Like I was never even here. You want to play cat and mouse, Safi? Let's play. Safi could be anywhere by now. Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey. I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
I can help you look for it if you...
No, sorry. I just need to take care of this by myself. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad? When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check out each one I find.
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Reggie is working really hard to advocate for Abraxas. I don't think this will help.
Gotta mix direct action with institutional pressure. Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Safi saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students. Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's, personal project.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Hey, Jeanette. I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Save the Abraxas house!
Safi knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in...
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing...
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup. Unsurprisingly, feels about as stable as you do right now.
Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder. Did I hear that right?
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archive.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. Out there, I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
I can always tell how I'm feeling by what I see in this sculpture. Today it looks like a dragon. Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably...
I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, you never responded to my text, for starters.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't have your number in this reality. I barely even believed it was you when you showed up in person.
Excuses.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Safi can't have gone far. I need to keep looking. Sometimes this sculpture feels like a self-portrait. Not today, though. These little gnomes are moving around. So cute. I feel like someone placed this little guy very deliberately.
Teller, save the Abraxas house!
Okay, so they were talking about doing a Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regent's Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table. Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, I guess you know, that I died. That
My memories of what happened to us after high school didn't happen. At least, not to her. Basically, I shouldn't be here. By the way, you're doing pretty well with this whole talking to a dead girl thing.
Well, if you're friends with Max long enough, you get used to it. But I have many, many, many questions.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on. All right, Moses. Let's see if... You're as nerdy as Max says you are. Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids.
I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise.